What's up, guys? I'm Fish, and today I'm going to be continuing my Humanity Restarts series. In the last video, the Lime team and the Yellow team finally went to war. The Triangle team ended up joining that war. The Red team joined the war on the side of um, the Triangle team and the Lime team. Then they ended up getting defeated by the Yellow team, then switched sides to be against the Triangle team. Then they lost. They got kicked out of the war. The red team played a major role in destroying the Lime team internally, um, while the Star team worked together to kill the red team. Um, this rebel group up here uh, started fighting for its independence. And this small group, this small region right here, finally got its independence. Now, the Egyptians, they lost conflict. As you can see, they lost lands down here and a lot up here, and the state's independent now. But even though the Lime team officially won, their economy is in ruin. Well, not their, well, yeah, their economy took a huge hit because of the red team, but like they are very, very because of how much they spent fighting this war. Um, so that's where we're going to be catching up on in this video. This purple team is fighting for its independence, and not only that, but it is after where I left off the last video. Immediately after is when um there's a few provinces that follow this religion right here are going to break away from the Lime team. So this is going to be the rebel group that is going to be breaking away up here. Now this group is they're very, very close to the Lime team's capital, which they lost to the red team in the last video. Speaking of which, actually, before I go too in depth into this, now you may remember the red team. They weren't defeated. What remained of their military got to this city, stole some boats, and sailed off. Now I said I would catch up on them later. This is later. Those red team troops, they sailed down the Persian Gulf, went through here. Eventually, they landed right here. Eventually, they landed right here by this river, where they started building up a new civilization. And that would represent the red team. So the red team basically moved from up here, up in this area. They moved from up there to now down here. So I think they were a bit of a brighter shade of red. So, oh wait, because I had that down. Yep. All right. Yep. There we go. There's the red team. They're back, and they're going to establish. They're going to establish a brand new city, um, located right there. And obviously, I need to put a major city right there as well. And real quick. Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure that every major city was on the major city layer. Now that I am aware that they all are, I can go back down here and go back to the Lime team, where this rebel group is going to immediately start working with this rebel group over here to take all of this land. they're going to start by uh, pushing into up to this river here in this large province that if you look this map also half of it also follows their religion. They're also going to push up here up to this river to take more lands that follow their religion. Um, Meanwhile over here this group is going to take everything on the other side of the river that follows their religion. The two groups are going to work together to take down the Lime team. Um, and really, it's going to go very well for them until the Lime team's military arrives. Okay, so to establish capitals of these, because since I'm not going to go to the capitals layer to put a star down, if I might have to remove it later. Capital of this purple rebel group is right here. The capital of this yellow group is right here. So once the Lime team's bit of troops arrives, they're going to immediately take the southern tip of this province. While also, some units here are going to push in and take that bit of land right there. Um, uh, a small army that was fighting in Egypt is going to come up and start pushing up here to try and retake lands lost to the purple group. And they are going to successfully recapture this city. Lime team rebels are going to kick the Lime team out right here and begin to make a push for their capital city. But I think, the Lime team is going to make sure they don't lose their capital city again. So they're going to immediately that expedition for the capitals are going to immediately fail, and they're going to occupy this area again. Not as much, but still a little land. One of the largest battles in this war is going to occur right at this city, which is going to be a Lime team victory, and the rebels are going to be pushed back into their homeland from here. Going to be a few more losses over here, in the purple, pushing back into this large northern province and reaching this river here. So it looks like, from the looks of it, the Lime team is going to be able to crush these rebel groups. That is until, that's going to be until this happens. A numerous number of provinces in the eastern Lime team are going to break away from their government. The reason for this is, well, they simply were not happy with how, in the war with the Egyptians, the government focused more on invading Egypt than they did on protecting their homeland, which resulted in the deaths of many people throughout this city and the yellow group, this city right here, this city, the capital, these two cities, this coastal city. Yeah, a big portion of the country wasn't happy with that. So now they are rebelling. So the Lime team, they're starting to panic now because troops from this group immediately start pushing their way. Wait, let me get a different color. Immediately start pushing their way towards the capital city. Soldiers up here are going to walk down the river, and another group are going to push towards this major city right here and successfully encircle it. many more military gains are going to be made throughout this entire region before both this city and this city right here are captured by this rebel group, and they are at the gates of the capital city. So obviously they need to go defend the capital. They're gonna take their forces out of here. They're gonna evacuate up here, and really they're just gonna do exactly what they did when they were fighting Egypt, and just to let these two groups take whatever they want as they go to fight this one. This group is going to once again begin to push towards this major city and take a bunch of these lands in this northern province. While the purple country retakes their lost occupied land over here, we're going to meet up with the yellow team and push down towards this major city. And finally, small army from the yellow team is going to follow the lime team units as they go to protect the capital. So they are fighting on two sides here, as both the yellow team and dark green team meet at the capital city. And obviously they are going to lose. It's going to be at this point where the lime team surrenders to all three of these groups. And now let's go take a look at that peace treaty. So this is the peace treaty. As you can see, both of these states up here got their independence. This large dark green state right here got its independence. And as an additional bonus to help eradicate the lime team from existing, this small group right here that has the majority of this almost extinct religion, they were given independence. They weren't given this territory simply because it would be it wouldn't really make sense. They'd have just some random province two provinces away. So that the Magenta team is back. Hold on, let me fix this. Don't know when that happened. Okay. And if we go to the province map, you can see this province right here was actually split between both of these rebel groups. So let me just grab this and yeah, there we go. They decided to split the border at oh put that on the wrong way. That's silly me. Okay. Go. And we can see the two nations decided their border to be this river right here. That barely looks like a river anymore. Hold on. That looks a little better. Now, okay, this green team, they decided they want to make their capital right here since it's relatively central and wasn't destroyed by the red team in the previous episode. You may notice that this one doesn't have a capital city. That's because, like I said in the last video, immediately after independence, this nation decided they wanted to unite with Turkey. And let me, yep, they wanted to unite with Turkey. So they did that. Immediately after the peace treaty was signed, they went to one of their highest-ranking government officials, met with a few government officials of Turkey, and they agreed to. The Turkish government agreed to fully annex the state. So now Turkey has quite a bit more land, and this will also positively impact their economy with gaining these two new cities. Yeah. So let's catch up on Europe. So this is what Europe looks like now. all five civilizations, those being this purple country, the green country, this tangy orange country, this light blue country, and Turkey, all expanded a little bit into Europe. Um, there's been a lot more exploration, and all these civilizations over here, they now know about the existence of Bangladesh, which let us catch up on now. So this is what the Indian Peninsula looks like now. The orange team, red team, and India all expanded a little bit, while these three also expanded. Bangladesh and these three all have borders with one another now, except for this minty lime country and Bangladesh. Um, so I think that's a good amount of expansion for now. Let's go to a war. That war being the invasion of this country right here from the light blue team. This country has done nothing for its entire existence, so I figured I would do something with it this episode. Um, so yeah, forces from the Lime team are going to push in and immediately try to cut off the capital from the rest of the country. Um, more forces are going to do something similar down at this lake, try to cut off this city from the rest of the country. It's not going to be long until both this city and the capital city are encircled. And after this one, after forces march into this one, that's when the civilization surrenders. Um, the light blue country fully annexed the nation. Now, the Star Alliance, they've gained a lot of more dominance in this area since the most powerful country got split into multiple pieces. Only this one's capable of anything. Not even this half is capable of much. It has 3 cities now, while this one grabbed up almost everything. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cities, including the capital. So yeah, that's safe to say they definitely took the better half of the country. And at the end of the last episode, not only did I say the Lime team was broke, I said Egypt was broke as well. Um, but nothing's going to come out of that. All of both the north and south and east and west, even though this country doesn't really have an east and west, it's pretty thin. Like the war kind of united all of them to help rebuild their country instead of fight for independence like what happened to the Lime team. Another pretty small war is going to be happening when Turkey invades this country right here. So forces are going to, yeah, blah 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 blah, encircle this city, encircle that city, blah 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 blah. Take all that, take that city, take the capital city, blah 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 blah. And yep, now the entirety of this country belongs to Turkey. You know what? New civilization time. Let's go to India and put a new nation right here in the middle. It's going to be a big new civilization consisting of most of this river and the entirety of this river. And it's going to stop right there. The capital of this nation is going to be right there. So, these two civilizations, obviously, as I said, they don't like each other. Um, but a very small percentage of the population doesn't want to hate each other. And because there's really no chance of ever getting these two countries to like each other, they are instead just going to flee the country and go north a little bit. Going to found a new civilization on this lake after a treacherous journey through the mountains. And yeah, they're going to claim the land there. Actually, is that even? We even go through the mountains? I think. No, yeah, that's definitely where Switzerland is. Okay, so yeah, they're basically going to be in modern day Switzerland. Um, Let me once again grab the star and place it right there. Major cities, ellipse, right there. We got another new civilization in Europe because Europe isn't that full. Um, and I think that is going to be where I leave off this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.